Good evening, Blue Shine Undergrounders. This is your post-game recap for Thursday, October the 24th. Rangers and Panthers meet up at Madison Square Garden tonight. Panthers come away with a 3-1 win, and this kind of felt like Game 6 2.0 or Game 6A or whatever you want to call it, because this looked a lot like the playoffs. Bobrovsky just making every save. Rangers completely stymied on the power play, just couldn't get anything going. Florida scored early in this game, getting a goal just 44 seconds in from Anton Lundell. And then, of course, Carter Verhaeghe, right after Joe said, or one of them, I think it was Joe, said, Carter Verhaeghe hasn't scored yet this year or something like that. And then, of course, he scores. Lafreniere got the Rangers back to 2-1 with his fourth goal of the year, and that was it. The Rangers were done. Sam Bennett added a third goal in the second period, but the Rangers just never really got going in this game. If you looked at the stats, you would have thought the Rangers were pretty competitive in this game, but I don't know, 3-1 felt a lot like 5 or 6-1 in this game, which is kind of how the playoffs felt. So, I'm not gonna go nuts over one loss, but because because it looks so similar to what we saw in the playoffs to the exact same team, that's a little worrisome. And you wonder how do they correct this? We wondered last year after a couple of games of the playoffs, how do you fix that? And the Rangers never seem to figure it out. And after tonight, I'd say they still haven't figured it out. But it's one game. That's all it is. And, we'll move on. They play the Ducks on Saturday night. And we'll see what happens. Bobrovsky he's got their number right now, no doubt about it. And the Rangers just, like I said, they couldn't get anything going on the power play. Shots on goal, 29-25 in favor of the Panthers. Rangers were 61% on faceoffs tonight. 0 for 4 on the power play, like I said. Out-hit 32-29. Block shots, 13 for each team. Giveaways were 12-11 Panthers. Takeaways, 6-5 Panthers. I don't know. I don't even know what else to say about this game, really. There's nobody here. And there's only a few of you in the chat room tonight, I see. When they lose, that tends to happen. Unless it's a really bad, frustrating loss and people want to go nuts. But this was just one of those nights, one of those games. So just got to move on from it. Brian Boyle, who, by the way, Brian Boyle is excellent between the benches. Excellent between the benches. It's sad to think what their broadcast team could be. We get glimpses of it, right? We hear Kenny Albert and we hear Dave Maloney at times. If you listen to the radio, you hear them. But I mean, watching them on TV, you get to see Dave. You get to hear Dave every once in a while. And Dave's really good. Even with Sam, he's really good. And you hear Brian Boyle between the benches once in a while. And he's so much better than Giannone because he actually played the game and has insight and can, give you, some insight and some tips and real analysis, honest analysis from somebody who played the game. And instead, we're stuck with, what we're stuck with. Joe Micheletti, who contributes nothing, and John Giannone, who just makes stupid jokes and, occasional, he talks to the coaches every once in a while. But Brian Boyle, but he did use an interesting term when he talked about the Panthers. He said that he talked about their commitment. Everyone on that team is committed to playing a certain style in a certain way. And even though they've lost a lot of players, the identity of the team doesn't change. And there's a commitment level there. And maybe that's the difference between being a Stanley Cup champion and, a President's Trophy Eastern Conference runner-up. I don't know. But that's for the coaching staff to figure out. So we'll see what happens. Matt Rempe, again, a scratch tonight wouldn't have made a difference. I thought the fourth line played well. I thought the third line played well. Just a couple of defensive mistakes killed them early, and then Bobrovsky was, stellar. Igor was pretty good at his end too. I mean, he got hung out to dry a couple of times, as always, and he's not gonna stop all of them when the defense is like that, when they make mistakes like that. So, I really don't have anything else for you. I have nothing else. I have no. There's no. I mean, it's one loss and it's October, so I'm not going to go crazy nuts. Ducks on Saturday night. I'll see you after the game, of course. Still same thing. Hartford coming up. Only 3 weeks from Saturday now. We do have a few tickets remaining. If you want to go, Patreon members get tickets for $20. Everybody else is $20. Patreon members and their guests, $20. Everybody else pays face value, which is $25. We did get Chris Smith over in the UK, who has been around forever, but he's not on Facebook anymore. So he doesn't participate in the group or anything like that. And of course, with the time difference, he always listens to the show the next day. But he actually kicked in an extra $20 for somebody for a free ticket, or if not, we'll put it towards we'll buy a couple of beers at the pregame or something. But so if you want to go and you want to grab the free ticket, let me know. You can have it, and if not, we'll put it towards the bar bill. But just let me know if you want to go. And I guess that's all I got. Have an excellent Friday, and we'll see you Saturday night. Rangers taking on the Ducks. That game is at time is that game 7:00 at the Garden. So we'll see you after the game, and then they get a couple of days off, and they go to Washington Tuesday night. All right, that's all I got. Thanks for your support.